Milton facing Raul Mondesi. 1 out, 1 on, gets him. Next batter, Carlos Delgado. Same result. We'll run down Milton's numbers in a minute, rather. They were pretty good. Top third, no score. Jock Jones facing Frank Castillo with a runner on first. Jones rips it into the gap in right center. Marcus Jensen is coming around, and Jones is going to wind up with a triple. He went 3 for 4, 1 RBI. He's hitting .321, and the Twins lead 1-0. Top of the 6th, 3-0 Twins. Ron Coomer facing Clayton Andrews, and Coomer airs this one out. The home run to center field. Coomer's 8th of the season. The Twins take it 5-1. The Twins take 2 of 3 from the Blue.
That was Billy. You know, for pure entertainment, you can't beat Billy the Marlin. And you can't beat Preston Wilson. 2-run home run to left. 9-2 Florida. Wilson 2 for 5, 4 RBI. Top 4. Jays down 6. Raul Mondesi off Brad Penny, his 11th, and suddenly Toronto is within 3. Blue Jays were down only 2 in the 9th. 2 on. Craig Brabeck. It's to the wall in left. Cliff Floyd is at the wall in left. Marty Cordova will tag from third, so that makes it a 1-run game. But take another look. He is climbing the walls out there. Bank of America, that's bank robbery. Next batter, Mondesi. Antonio Alfonseca gets him for his 16th save, and the Marlins win 11-10. Marlins continue as interleague kings. Florida 32-18 since the start of interleague play in 1997, including an 8-2 record against the Jays. By the way, both Toronto and Florida had shortstop named Alex Gonzalez batting 7th.
Jays and Chris Carpenter, the deuce, gets Mike Lowell looking. 3 Ks in 7 innings for Carpenter. Billy Cochin now trying to protect a 1-zip lead. That's not how you protect it. Lowell, the hammer, and that one is gone. We're tied at 1. Jim Fregosi in the dugout saying, oh, get somebody out. Very next batter, very next pitch, Kevin Millar. That's not exactly what Jim Fregosi wanted there. Back, 2-1. Marlins, we go to the top of the 9th. Bring on Antonio Alfonseca against Jose Cruz Jr. Just absurd gas. He cannot get it. Marlins win 2-1. Alfonseca picks up his 17th save. Koch, 4th blown save of the season. Marlins now 9-2 in interleague against the Jays. Starter Ryan Dempster, he was a Canadian, allowed 4 hits in 7 innings. Still is, I imagine. Chris Carpenter got out of the first without allowing a run for the first time in 5 games.
Losers of 4 of 5 hosting Toronto. Bottom 1, no score. Frank Castillo on the mound facing Chipper Jones. And Chipper, so money he doesn't even know it. His 13th home run of the year puts the Braves up 1-0. Bottom 6 now, bases loaded, 2 out. Andres Galarraga. Broken bat grounder, Paul Quantrill can't find it. Chipper Jones goes down and is out at second. Take another look. What happened to Chipper? Twists his ankle, sprains it as he tries to avoid the tag. Chipper says he'll be a quick healer, and he's confident he'll be fine, but it is an ankle sprain. The x-rays were negative. Bottom 9, runners on first and second, 2 out. 20-year-old Rafael Furcal, soon to be a human highlight film. Opposite way, Brian Jordan will come in to win it. Furcal's dream is to win a World Series and buy his parents a new home. For this night.
All right, Blue Jays and Braves, first inning, no score. Loaded up, 2 out. Kevin Millwood against Alex Gonzalez. Over the head of Andrew Jones. He was a bit shallow. Clears the bases. Jays go out 3-0. Jays get 5 in the first inning. Now we're in the 3rd inning. Braves down 5-1. Loaded here, no out. Brian Jordan against Clayton Andrews. And that'll drop into the vacancy. 2 runs come to score. Andres Galarraga wants to be the 3rd one, but he is hosed out at the plate. Braves down 5-3. Would tie the game at 5. Still tied at the 5th. Carlos Delgado. El Asun Grande Hombre. Takes Kevin Millwood out. Jays up 9-5, 21 for Delgado, and that was a grand slam. This one, just the 2-run variety. 2 homers for Delgado, leads the American League with 22, and the Jays win it 12-8. The 9 runs given up by Kevin Millwood.
Both Montreal and Toronto with 31 wins so far. One would leave with 32. Why? There's no tying in baseball. Carlos Delgado the other way. Came into this game .713 slugging percentage. That's his 699th career hit. 23rd homer, 16 at home this year. 2-1 Jays. Shannon Stewart had a resume game the other way. For the home run, his 7th. Shannon again, this time to the gap. Jose Cruz Jr. scores 3 doubles for Stewart. That ties the club record, also held by Roy Howe and Damaso Garcia. So the Blue Jays are winners 13-3. Lee Stevens, his 14th homer of the year for Montreal in a losing cause. Vlad Guerrero 0 for 2 with 2 walks for Montreal.
While American teams continue to play for the Stanley Cup, Canadian teams play baseball. Vladimir Guerrero. And that ball is a 2-run no-doubter off Kelvin Escobar. Guerrero 3 for 5. That was his 19th Yank of the year, 4-zip Expos. Tony Armas Jr. He's playing ball, striking out Raul Mondesi on the breaking ball. 3 Ks for Armas. Top of the ninth, 9-1 Expos. Lance Pater having some trouble. That one gets away from the catcher. Catcher gets it. Mike Riley-Yump gets it, and just like that, double-barreled. Lance Painter's not a juggler. Tough day for the Blue Jays as the Expos coast to an 11-2 win. So it's 2 Canadian teams.
Jays A. Montreal up 2-0 in the second one. Carlos Delgado. 24th home run of the year. It's a 2-1 ball game. Bottom of the 8th, Expos go to the bullpen. Felipe Lira coming in with the bases full of Jays. Tony Batista busts out the whooping stick. Cold cuts for everybody. Grand salami time, his 14th home run of the year. Jays go on and win 8-3, taking 2 of 3 from Montreal.
Thinks he has a hit. Alex Gonzalez says you'll get nothing and like it. Gorgeous play. Top of the 3rd, Shannon Stewart facing Hideo Nomo and doubles. Toronto hits a lot of them. 135 now as a team. Second only to another Canadian team. Montreal 137 to lead all of baseball. 2-0 Toronto. Higgy. Cuts a lead of 4-2. 111th career homer for Higgy. Bottom 8 and Billy Koch can bring it. Strikes out Juan Gonzalez. Jays are 3 games back of the Yankees. Toronto 17 wins at home, 17 on the road. Toronto pitchers didn't walk.
Higginson against Clayton Andrews. And a reminder that entertainment coupons cannot be used to purchase Surf and Turf. That's a 3-run dawn, 8th of the year. Tigers up 3-0. Next batter, Juan Gonzalez. Palm Moran, deepest part of the park. 10th, makes it 4-0. Later in the first, Alberto Castillo giving some love to a bird. He's a tender man. Takes care of the fowl and makes sure that the team veterinarian will take over from there for more care. Tigers up 8-0. Bobby Higginson still going well. Gives it to the 18 to 26-year-old target audience, or almost did anyway. 3-run job. Higginson 4 for 4, 7 RBI.
Blue Jays in Detroit. David Wells, well, he needs a new hobby of some sort. Top of the second, no score. Brad Fulmer, not scared of heights. Off of Jeff Weaver, 2-run home run, 9th on the year for Fulmer. 2-0 Toronto. Bottom 3, Tigers down 4-zip. Juan Gonzalez up with 2 on. Big spot, right? Big nothing. Skies, 1 Shannon Stewart. All over this, makes the catch. Juan Gon was 0 for 5 in this game, left 5 on. Here's another example. Swinging at what? Gonzalez is hitting just .266, 23 RBIs, thus the booze. Chris Carpenter scatters 9 hits, striking out 7, walking 6 in 8 innings. Jose Cruz Jr.'s 15th homer snaps his 3-game hitless streak.
His first to 3 at Fenway, bottom 1. This is Carl Everett, and that's a home run off Kelvin Escobar. 2-run shot is 22nd. Everett's now homered in 6 straight home games. Next batter, Brian Daubach. Yanking one, and a 9 for 56. Swamp into the bullpen is 11th. Back-to-back homers make it 5-2 Boston. Escobar allowed 6 runs on 9 hits and 6 1/3. Top 3, Tony Batista. This is going to be off the wall. Raul Mondesi comes in. Toronto gets within 5-4 against Pete Sherrick, who left after giving up 8 hits in 3 2/3. Bottom 7 now. Nomar Garciaparra. Oh, he had a wicked awesome night. To center, Jeff Fry scores 3 RBIs for Nomar, and the Red Sox win 7-4, which was good because my mom was at the game.
That's nice.
Yeah, Mom was in the bleachers. This Red Sox win, combined with the Yankees' loss to the White Sox, puts Boston a half game up on New York for the American League East lead. Hippolito Pichardo failed to retire a batter in his first Fenway appearance on May 31st, but since then he's been terrific, allowing just 2 runs in 12 1/3.
Red Sox have been the beneficiaries of that, moved back into first place with a win over Toronto last night. At Fenway today, top of the first, Tony Batista off Ramon Martinez, his 16th of the year. Jays up 3-0. Top of the fourth, Alex Gonzalez. Off the wall. 2 runs would score. He was 2 for 4. Drove in 4. Top of the fifth, Jays still up 7-1. Brad Fulmer up. Tim Wakefield, 2-run shot, his 10th of the year. He had 3 hits. It's 9-1. 3 batters later, Gonzalez gone, his 5th. 11-1. Game over, right? Wrong. Bottom of the 5th. Red Sox down 11-3. Nomar leading him back. The single up the middle. Manny Alexander scores. Jose Cruz Jr. throws it away. Jeff Fry scores. Red Sox cut it to 11-5. Bottom 7, Red Sox down by that same score. It's Fry to Craig Grayback. Can't really handle it. That loads the bases. Next batter is Nomar, and he gets drilled. Run scores. Red Sox down just 11-6. Next batter, Carl Everett. He walks. Run scores. It's 11-7. Still in the 7th, Jason Varitek. Drive to left. Shannon Stewart. Oops. Takes the slide. Red Sox down 11-10 as 3 runners score. Varitek 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Next batter, Troy O'Leary. Pops it up, and they do handle this one, do the Blue Jays. So now bottom of the 9th, Billy Koch in there. It's still an 11-10 game. Jeff Fry with the hot shot to short. Gonzalez, great play, and gets him at first. So the Blue Jays making up for their fielding woes, or were they? Next batter, Nomar, short bloop to right. Drops in there, miscommunication. Garcia Parra into second. 2 outs in the 9th. They've got the tying run in scoring position, and Brian Dahlback goes down. Koch gets him, and the Blue Jays do hang on in a wild one. 11-10, the final. So the
Facero, Jeff Facero, Raul Mondesi. Advantage Raul. 3-run shot, his 14th of the year, the first of 2 homers on the day for Mondesi. 3-0 Blue Jays. Bottom of the 9th now, 2 outs, bases loaded. Sox down 5-1. Billy Koch to Jose Offerman. Got around on it, but it's not hard enough. Right there, and a second for the out. And the Blue Jays win it 5-1. That is a franchise record 17 straight games with a homer for Toronto. Speaking of 17s, it was Mondesi's 17th multi-homer game of his career. Blue Jays now just a game behind Boston for first as Billy Koch gets his 15th save.
On this night.
That's front foot.
Glad I asked. Tigers up 1-0, 2 on. Juan Gonzalez showing off his woodwork against Chris Carpenter. Juan Gon is getting it going on lately. His 13th home run, and well, Tiger fans are saying it's about time. 4-0. 3 batters later, Juan Encarnacion, next level. His 6th home run, Tigers up 5-0. This is not just a theme. This has actually happened. Meanwhile, Damian Easley, Homer Bush's, sorry folks, the park is closed. Nice catch. Tigers up 5-zip. We're in the 2nd. 1 on. Carpenter to Bobby Higginson, who says, it's not you, it's me. Tigers up 7-0 on Higginson's 12th. Top of the 4th, 10-1 now. Clark, Tony Clark, over the fence, his 6th dong. Tigers up 12-1. Jeff Weaver, Raul Mondesi. That's a launch, but Higginson all over that. Good timing. Tigers up 12-6, 1 on, and Clark not done. Doesn't miss from there. Tony Clark, his 2nd home run of the game. It's 14-6. 2 on. Frascatore, the deal to Robert Fick. That's Fick. 17-6. Rich Becker wanted to get into the act. There were 8 home runs in this game. Debbie Cruz got gypped. We didn't show his home run. Okay? They were in a commercial, and they came back too late, basically. That was the story there. 18-6, the final, Detroit. Bobby Higginson with 3 RBI. He was 3 for 4. The Tigers with their 8 home runs. It's a team record. Detroit entered the game 28th in the majors in home runs.
Game was televised. We're in the 2nd, scoreless, nobody out, 1 on. Tony Clark against Calvin Escobar, and Clark goes to Carlos Delgado, and that's 3-6 and back to 3, double play. After that play happened, this play occurred. Bottom of the 4th, same score, 2 out. Minute 1st and 3rd, Brad Fulmer against Brian Moeller. That's cheating. That's right, it is a balk. Al Clark makes the call, 1-0 on Moeller's balk. We're in the 8th, 5-0 Blue Jays, 1 out. Damian Easley against Escobar. And then going down the left field line, Shannon Stewart's on the move for this. Reaches into the stands, yanks it back. That is a fine catch. 8th inning, 5-0 Blue Jays, nobody out. Carlos Delgado's at the plate. 24 home runs so far this season. El Asun Grande Hombre is 25th. That leads the American League 6-0. The Blue Jays up into the 2nd deck. 6-0 Blue Jays, still Escobar trying to go the whole way. Dean Palmer couldn't hit that. Blue Jays win it 6-0. That there was Kelvin Escobar's first shutout in 55 career starts. I feel proud, he said.
Tigers top second, Dean Palmer. Change up, Palmer, 1 out. That's not the best way to start the SportsCenter showcase, nor is that one. Encarnacion striking out, and Wendell McGee Jr. Wells strikes out the side. Bottom fourth, Hideo Nomo, Tony Batista. That's a strange-looking stance, but it produces long fly balls. This one is 17th homer of the year, 4-2. He had 2 on the night. Batista did. Bottom fifth, Nomo again against Shannon Stewart, and that's another gopher ball, though I don't know how to say it in Japanese. That's a big shot. Might be a little excessive for the Carolina League. Blue Jays lead 5-2. Top seventh, David Wells. Damon Easley is the runner on second, and Easley, no. Goodbye. Brad Ausmus, he's dismissed. Looking, Blue Jays win 7-4. Wells now has 1,499 career strikeouts. Wells, the major's first 12-game winner, 7 hits, 7 Ks, 7 innings.
Balls, not marbles, flying out of Skydome Friday, eh? Nomar Garciaparra, the DH, after colliding with Carl Everett Thursday. Top 2, that's Everett, spelled with an M, a V, and a P. Takes Frank Castillo to right his 23rd, 2-0 Boston. Bottom 3, 2-2. This is Raul Mondesi, and that's a home run off Wasden. It is 4-2 Toronto. Number 17 from Mondesi. The Jays have now homered in a club record 21 straight games. Next batter, Carlos Delgado. And Delgado skies one at Skydome. This is a very high home run, and it's too high. Carl Everett at the wall. Bottom 4, 4-2. Jose Cruz Jr. second deck, his 16th. Wasden tagged for 5 runs on 7 hits and 4 innings. First start since 1998. Top 8, Sox down 5-3. Billy Koch to Carl Everett. Laces an RBI double right. It scores Curtis Pride. Boston now within a run, 5-4. Bases are loaded. Koch in a jam here, trying to work out of it. And look at this one. The delivery gets away, facing Jason Varitek, hits umpire Dale Scott's leg, and the runners have to stay put. Burns Boston because Varitek pops up to end the inning. The Jays hold on to win 5-4, and the save number 16 for Koch. The Red Sox loss and the Yankees loss gives Toronto the lead in the American League East. The last time the Blue Jays were division leaders during the month of June 1993, which of course is the last time they won a World Series. Toronto hasn't been in first place this season since April 5th when the Jays were 2-0. Red Sox now 6-14 in one-run games. That's the worst mark in the American League. How about Billy Koch in Cubs audition starting against the Red Sox and getting help from Carlos Delgado in the first off Brian Rose, his 26th, tops in the American League. Jays 22nd straight game with a home run, 3 shy of the big league record. Top 2, Nomar Garciaparra. Nomar's 7th. He's now hitting .392. That's tops in the league. But Halliday pitched pretty well, allowed 4 runs on 6 and 7+. Bottom 3, 2-2. Alex Gonzalez taking Rose deep, his 7th, but Gonzalez would have to leave in this game with a strained right groin. It's 4-2 Blue Jays. Later in the inning, Jimmy Williams has seen enough. Brian Rose gone after 2 2/3, allowed 4 runs on 3 hits. Top 8. Jason Varitek singles to right off Paul Quantrill. Carl Everett comes in. That cuts the Toronto lead to 5-4. Bottom 8 now. Riel Cormier on in relief. This is Brad Fulmer, and that's a home run. His 13th and gone. Blue Jays win the game 6-4, but afterwards, Billy Koch, who came in to get his 17th save, interrupting Carlos Delgado's post-game interview, and here we go. It's his 28th birthday, and Delgado gets a birthday pie with the shaving cream. He did extend his hitting streak to 18 games, 2 for 4, 3 RBI. Halliday gets his first win since being sent to the minors May 17th.
Toronto, it's Boston, it's Pedro. Red Sox trying to avoid the sweep. Shannon Stewart, first batter of the game for the Blue Jays. His 10th on the year, 2-1 Red Sox. Bottom 7, it's 5-3 Red Sox. A man aboard for Carlos Delgado. Both gone. 27th on the year, which leads the American League, and suddenly we're knotted at 5. Delgado would get a curtain call on his birthday. Meanwhile, for Pedro, just plain curtains. Taken out of the game. Bottom 10, tied at 5. Red Sox, a little strategy. Jimmy Williams calls in Carl Everett, an extra infielder. 5 infielders, 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Homer Bush at the plate, and it works. Wilton Veras, Scott Hatterberg gets Jose Cruz Jr. at the plate. Jimmy Williams is proud of himself. Red Sox will get out of the inning. Bottom 13. Nobody on, 2 outs. Chris Woodward, the fly to center. Curtis Pride. Carl Everett go for it. Everett charged with a 3-base error. Woodward would end up at third. Next batter, Tony Batista. Ball game. Blue Jays pick up the victory and win it by the final of 6-5. This is the first time since September of '98.
The Blue Jays, Devil Rays, bottom 1, 2 on. Kelvin Escobar having trouble with his control. And if you don't believe me, watch him plump up a Trammell. Escobar's first hit batter all year. Next batter, the crime dog, always intimidating, Fred McGriff. Good placement with a broken bat. That knocks in 2 runs, puts the Devil Rays up 2-0. 2 on, nobody out, still bottom 1 now.
2-0 Devil Rays.
Good job, Fred. John Flaherty.
0-2 to Flaherty.
Just a pop-up. Carlos Delgado, not only great at the plate, but some good defense, and a fan gets a free gift. Bottom 4, Devil Rays up 2-1, bases full. Randy Wynn. To short, Chris Woodward, trouble fielding it. Can't turn the DP. Devil Rays now up 3-1. One batter later, bases still full. The rookie, Steve Cox. That is gone. A grand slam. Cox's 4th home run of the year. Cox finished a triple shy of the cycle in this one, and the Devil Rays stunned the Blue Jays 11-1. Steve Cox said with his speed, he knew he had no shot at the cycle. Legging out a triple is rare for the slow-footed Cox. Your unbelievable stat of the show, Tampa Bay has the same record as Toronto in the month of June, 14-9. D-Ray pitchers end the Jays club record stretch of 23 straight games with at least a homer.
Here we go. Bubba Trammell. Look at him. What's he going to do? 2 out, 1 on. Esteban Yan against Carlos Delgado, who extended his hit streak to 21 games, but didn't do it there. Good play, but Trammell did not steal home twice. Bottom of 2nd, 1-0 Blue Jays. David Wells throwing. A lot of strikes. 0-2 Bobby Smith. He's leaving. That's more beer for us. Now top of 4, 2-1 Blue Jays. 2 on, nobody out. Yan in some trouble. Jose Cruz Jr. homered his first trip, ripped that his next trip down the line and toward the corner. Fulmer comes to score, and Yan is not happy with himself. 3-1 is the score. The Blue Jays in front. Now 5-2 Jays. Wells allowed an unearned run on a wild pitch. Allows nothing there. Trammell's going away. Curve working. Next batter, Fred McGriff. It's endorsed by Fred McGriff, but he's going away too. 9th inning, still 5-2 Jays. Wells trying to get the complete game, and he does. Flaherty looking. David Wells leads the majors with 13 wins. This was his 6th straight win and 4th complete game of the season. Through 108 pitches, 85 of them were strikes. At Fulmer. All this land is mine for as far as the ball shall travel. A 3-run home run, 4-0 the Jays. He has 14 homers. We're in the 3rd, and Fulmer into the vacancy. Carlos Delgado, who extended his hit streak in this one, comes around from 1st, and Mike DeFelice is waiting for him. He gets mowed over. 5-1, Toronto's in front. 7th inning, Fulmer singled earlier. Now needs a double for the cycle. The other way to left, hit it well. Chance for the double, but Bubba Trammell making the play, cuts it off. Fulmer has to stop at first. 10-3 Jays. Fulmer one last chance, a 3-2 count. And a walk's as good as a hit, with the exception of the times you're leading 10-3 and you need a double. Fulmer goes 4 for 4. His team wins. The double shy, about the play where Trammell cut it off.
In the O's, Mike Hargrove sitting in. Albert retreats.
1 out, Alberto Castillo on 3rd. What do I do? Well, your third base coach is telling you to tag and go. Run directly to the bag, tag up, and score on a fly ball with less than 2 outs.
Albert crushed ice. No one has had a better June than Albert. 37 RBIs this month. Bordick and DeShields score. The O's go up 4-0. Albert ends up on 2nd. Later in the 3rd, Ryan Minor, Lance Painter. Major wild pitch. They're loaded. Next batter, Brady Anderson, Painter. Okay, we're officially wild now. Johnson scores easily. The Orioles comfortably up 7-0. Brad Fulmer, Rapp, Bordick, sweet. To the right of Bordick. O's win 8-3. They end a 13-game losing streak too. The Toronto Blue Jays. Bordick has no shot at being the All-Star in the American League at shortstop, but he's had a great season.
The Blue Jays are looking for a pitcher, too. They're one of about 15 teams that are looking for a pitcher, and there are about 6 or 7 of them out there.
Blue Jays, Orioles, that's baseball for the Birds. Top 3-1-0 Blue Jays, Homer, Bush. Albert Bell, he's a glove man. Look at number 88 get back there and rob him. Bush is bummed, and so is Charlie Green, because he gets, well, he's kind of sleeping and gets doubled off. 2 outs. Bottom 4, Orioles up 2-1, 2 on, 2 outs. 2 out hits are very clutch, and Charles Johnson delivers one off Chris Carpenter. 3-run homer, number 18 on the season for Johnson. Orioles lead at 5-1. Bottom 5, 2 on, 2 outs again. Harold Baines, he likes the 2-out thing. It's a long home run, a little excessive for the Carolina League. Works in the bigs, though. Baines second of the game, number 8 of the year, and the Orioles cruise 12-5. 4 O's homers, plus a complete game from Sidney Ponson.
Jays in Baltimore. Top of the first, Craig Grebeck at first. Mike Mussina against Raul Mondesi, and Raul wins this battle. 20th on the year. Jays up 2-0. Top 5, 2-1 Jays. 2-minute board. 1 out for Grebeck. Back to the box. Mussina looks the runner back at third, gets his man. Mussina gets out of the inning unscathed. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 2. Paul Quantrill against Will Clark. Good Will haunting. Clark's 5th. He's homered in every game this series. The O's up 3-2. Top 9, same score. Homer Bush comes in to pinch run for Marty Cordova. Bush tries to steal second. Greg Myers gets his man. Myers is pleased. Bush is not. So same at bat. 2 pitches later. Green against Alan Mills. It is deep, but it is playable. Off the top of the wall, a long single. Look at it again. Green comes within inches of tying the game up. How huge was it that Bush was thrown out at second? Next batter is Shannon Stewart, and Mills gets the whiff. Ball game. Mills' first save of the year, and the O's pick up the victory 3-2. Will Clark.
He's good. Orioles down 1-0, 1 on, 2 out. Mark Lewis takes Wells into center. Good rip. Charles Johnson will come and score. Game is tied at 1. We're in the 3rd. Still 1-1, 2 out. Loaded up for Tony Batista. El Asun Grande Hombre. 23rd homer for him. Blue Jays out front, 5-1. Now bottom of 3. Orioles down 5-1. Runner at 3rd, 2 out. I'm ahead of it. And Wells stops to fix this. That's cheating. He's called for a balk. B.J. Surhoff, come on in. The Orioles are down by a count now of 5-2. We're in the 4th, still 5-2. 1 out. Will Clark got something on that in the center. Wells is displeased. Clark's okay. Showed it principally for that reaction. Same inning, 2 out now. Clark's on first. Luis Matos lines that to deep right. Chula! Clark trying to test Raul Mondesi, but he's got a hose. Comes home with it. Way out. Orioles fail to score. Inning over with. The 5th. Blue Jays up 5-2, 2 out. Carlos Delgado. Home run. Number 28 for him. Blue Jays go out front 6-2. Hang on 6-4. Wells leads all mammals with 14 wins. Set a new Toronto record for wins before the All-Star break. He and Roger Clemens had been tied at 13. And Wells prevented the sweep by Baltimore. The Orioles had outscored Toronto 23-10 in the first 3 games. Now with New York off, the Jays increased their AL lead.
Start on Thursday. Top 2nd, 1 out. Cologne, Brad Fulmer. He missed. 5 straight strikeouts to start the game for Cologne. Bottom 6, 1 on. Indians trailing 4-1. Russell Branyan. Turn this guy off. 2nd homer of the day. That one off Frank Castillo. Branyan's 10th of the year. Indians now trailing 4-3. Bottom 7 runner on Richie Sexson. And Tony Batista. Booty, booty, booty. So much for that potential double play. Next batter, Enrique Wilson. Lays it down. Frascatore bounding off the mound, but throws it into left field. E1. Jim Thome, he has high socks, comes in to score it at 4-4. Same inning. Kenny Lofton. This is the real damage here. He's going to get in the gap. He'll get a double out of that. Sexton, Wilson will score. The Tribe goes up 6-4. Same inning. Indians now 7-4. How about we add to this one a little bit? Omar Vizquel, one of his 2 hits and 5 trips, going to produce 2 ribs. 9 runs on 9 hits for the Indians, and they win the game. 9-4. Indians 6 runs in the 7th, all unearned because of 3 errors. The Jays finished with 4 in the game.
Delgado, they're all-stars. Delgado grounds to second. Roberto Alomar bottles the ball not once but twice. Raul Mondesi would score. Not an error for Robbie, but he does have 8 on the year, 2 more than he had last year already. 7-4 Blue Jays. All of a sudden, Russell Branyan, his 11th homer in just 77 at-bats. Best at-bats per homer ratio in the majors. His 11th of the year, 8-7 Tribe. Alomar, the liner, it drops. Russell Branyan and Sandy Alomar Jr. would score. Alomar 1 for 5 with 2 ribbies, 12-7 Indians. 13-7 went Jim Thome. Not an all-star, but he contributes. 2 for 3, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. Indians win despite allowing a season-high 10 walks in this game. That's 2 straight wins since Cleveland skipper Charlie Manuel removed the ping pong table and 2 leather couches from the clubhouse. Said Russell Branyan, can we get our couches back now? The Jays just 3-6 on their current road trip.
Football doctoring technique. Runner at first, 3-0 Toronto. Chris Carpenter on the mound. Rick Leday goes to center, the double. Omar Vizquel trying to score from first. Watch Darren Fletcher has the plate pretty well blocked, but Vizquel got over him. Indians trail 3-1. Jim Fergosi thinks Fletcher tagged Vizquel. He didn't have this kind of state-of-the-art technology. Watch Vizquel stops, pops over, he's safe. Good acrobatic move by this man. We're in the 6th, 2 on, 2 out, 4-3 Toronto. Andrew Lorraine in relief. Carlos Delgado, bueno. Off the wall, Shannon Stewart, Raul Mondesi come to score. Delgado goes 3 for 4, 4 RBI, 6-3 lead. This guy not as good as Dennis Davis, a better drummer. 2 on, 2 out. Billy Koch in for Toronto. Richie Sexton, he's leaving. That's more beer for us. Cleveland lost, but Kenny Lofton gets a certificate of participation. Fine catch, but Toronto's your winner by a count of 9-6. Show them what they've won. The Jays got large production out of Delgado and Shannon Stewart.
For the All-Star Jose Vidro, and he shows why. Off Kelvin Escobar, it is off the wall. Brings home Terry Jones. Somewhere Michael Palin is smiling. Expos cut the deficit to 4-2. Bottom of the 7th, tied at 5, 1 man on for Vidro. Different pitcher, same result. This time off Pedro Borbon. Jones scores from first. Expos go up 6-5 on the RBI double. Vidro 2 for 5 of the game. He's hitting .379. Bottom of the 8th, 6-5 Expos, 1 out, bases loaded. There, your visual proof. Orlando Cabrera off Borbon into center field. Jose Cruz Jr. drops the ball. And then to compound the problems, Chris Woodward bobbles the relay throw. 3 runs score. Expos break this one open. They win it 10-5. 3rd straight win for the Expos, 4th in their last 5 games. They like this interleague thing. They're 21-9 against AL opponents at Olympic Stadium since 1997. Jays and Expos, David Wells looking for win number 15, facing Mike Mordecai with 1 out in the 2nd, and he gets him with the big curve. Top of the 4th now, runners on 1st and 3rd. Raul Mondesi off Tony Armas Jr. That is number 22 on the year for Mondesi, and the Blue Jays go up 3-zip. Bottom of the 5th, Wells facing Felipe Lira. Easy out, right? Wrong. The pitcher going deep, his first career homer. Expos cut it to 4-3, and Lira takes a curtain call for that throng of 17,000 in Montreal. Top of the 7th now, it is Jose Cruz Jr. This is history, his 20th of the year. The Blue Jays, the first team ever to have 4 players with 20 or more homers before the break. But Wells, the story in this one, gets Jose Vidro to end the inning in the 7th. Wells struck out 3, gave up just 5 hits in 7 innings.
All the way to Atlanta for the All-Star game. That's Raul Mondesi riding this pitch from Dustin Hermanson. 3-run homer, 23rd on the year, 5-1 Jays. Later in the inning, still 5-1, 2 on for Darren Fletcher. To right, and Vlad Guerrero has some problems. Carlos Delgado will score. 6-1 Toronto. It was 8-1 Toronto in the 6th. Bases loaded, and it's Bautista.
Ignore the game on Tuesday.
Homer Bush and Mondesi score. 10-1 Toronto. Bautista 3 for 5, 3 RBIs. Jays go on to win it by the final up 13-3. The 18 hits marks a season high for the Jays. Mondesi has homered in 3 straight games. Frank Castillo has won 5 straight decisions. I mentioned Bautista, who was added to the All-Star team prior to the game, goes 3 for 5 with 3 RBI.
Chris Carpenter facing Mickey Moriandini with no score. Top 2nd. Men on 2nd and 3rd. And Raul Mondesi thought he had it, and then it was a little too high over his head. 2 runs are going to score, and it's 2-0 favor of the Phils. Bottom two, 3-0 Phils. Curt Schilling facing Brad Fulmer. Comes up high and tight. It's all right. Fulmer has the answer to that. He goes up and away. And over the boards, 15th of the year, the Jays trailing it by a count of 3-1. Schilling, bumming. Top 5, 4-2 Phillies. Carpenter facing Desi Relaford. Up the middle, Homer Bush is there. Gets it, and then a little Dave Concepcion skip job. You're out. Great play. Bottom 6, 4-3 Phils. The bases are chucked, and Schilling gets Fulmer to ground into the 4-3 double play. He feels a lot better about that than he did about the home run. Gets the inning over. Top 8, 2 on, 2 out, 5-3. Pat Burrell, rhymes with Pearl. Off Carpenter. That's pretty much straightaway center field. His 7th of the year. 3-run blast. 8-5. Phillies a winner.
Tender right elbow. Bottom of the third, no score. Runners on second and third. There, your visual proof. 2 men out. Randy Wolf to Carlos Delgado, and he swings right through it. Wolf gets out of the early jam. Delgado K'd twice. Top of the fourth, we're still scoreless. Michael Eberthal. So right center into the gap. Conveniently labeled the gap for you there in Toronto. Scott Rowland scoring all the way from first. It's 1-0 Phils on Lieberthal's lone hit. And check out Homer Bush. He is bored out of his skull. We're keeping you up, Homer. Bottom of the 9th, Toronto down 2-1. Bush at the plate. He's wide awake there off Jeff Brantley, and that is gone. The Blue Jays tied at 2. First homer of the year from Bush. Still bottom of the 9th. Jays, runners on first and third as, oh yeah, they celebrate. Brantley dealing to Raul Mondesi, and Scott Rowland diving play, throws home. Shannon Stewart is in there. He is feeling good, and the Jays take it 3-2. Bush, the unlikely hero, said afterwards, quote, "I thought it was a pop-up." He hits lots of those. Said Brantley, when a guy is hitting 214, you have to throw strikes. That's 223 to be exact. 3 hits for Bush. Extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Phillies, there's Wells. As always, pitching with a red squirrel in his mouth against Scott Rowland. And if you're Wells, this is negative feedback. Rowland cranks his 17th of the year. 1-0 Phillies after he touched all 3 bases in home plate. Bottom 4, 3-0 Phillies. The newly acquired Bruce Chen facing Carlos Delgado, and Delgado is Spanish for caught looking. Chen, goose eggs through 5. Tony Batista. Why in the name of William Nathaniel Showalter III would you trade that guy? His 27th of the year. Blue Jays close the gap to 4-3. Homer Bush sent it one, but Bobby Abreu tracks it down at the wall. He's got it. Defense saves runs. Phillies win it by a count of 7-3 in his first start as a Philly, and first since last October. The former Brave Bruce Chen throws 66 pitches in 5 innings.
Kids Day, David Wells having a ball with his son. Al Leiter, who took the loss in Tuesday's All-Star game, gets the strike him out, throw him out. Raul Mondesi, Todd Pratt does the honors. The former Jay Leiter, the cutter, gets Homer Bush. Pratt keeps it in front of him once again. Gets his man at first. Leiter perfect through 3. In the 4th, Leiter, the high fastball, blowing away Craig Grebeck. Leiter retired the first 11. Top 6. New York trailing 2-1. Mike Piazza first. Todd Zeile, the liner. Jose Cruz Jr. can't come up with it. Piazza scores. That tied it at 2. Zeile awarded a triple. Bottom 6. Leiter's in trouble. Toronto loads the bases, trailing 3-2. Leiter with a 3-1 pitch that he would like to have back to Marty Cordova. Gone. First career grand slam. 3rd homer of the year for Cordova. Jays up 6-3. Same inning after Leiter gave way to Turk Wendell. Bases loaded again. Grebeck up. Derek Bell prevents further damage. In the Mets half of the 7th, bases loaded. Leiter rooting for some help. John Frascatore gets Todd Zeile looking. Jays go on to win it by the final of 7-3. The Mets have dropped 9 of 12. Leiter, who was the loser in the All-Star game, falls to 10-3. The 6 runs he allowed.
Visits Rick Reed rudely back from the disabled list. His 30th homer of the year, 2-0 Blue Jays. Top of the 8th, 2 outs. Derek Bell, former Toronto farmhand, ties the game at 5, plating Lenny Harris. Top of the 9th, Billy Koch leaves the mound, and home plate umpire Tim LeClung goes up to him, and thinking Koch had showed him up, wanted to have a little chat with him. Bottom of the ninth, one out. Homer Bush takes Turk Wendell deep to the gap and right. Jay Payton over the shoulder catch. Very nice. Robs Bush of extra bases. We go to extras. Top of the 11th, bases full of Mets for the red-hot Mike Piazza. Bush saves it from going into center, gets the force at second, but Benny Agbayani puts the Mets up 6-5. Bottom of the 11th, 2 outs. Armando Benitez gets Raul Mondesi looking to wrap it up, and the Mets win 7-5. Johnny Franco got the win. Benitez the save. Just 2 of 5 Mets relievers combined to hold Toronto hitless over the last.
Sky Dome. Bottom second, tied at 1. Bobby J. Jones pitching to Shannon Stewart. He hits it far. Jay Payton not playing deep enough over his head. Darren Fletcher will score a double for Stewart, and then he would double and double and double again. That's 4 in the game, ties the Major League record. Top 5, tied at 3. Lenny Harrison second. Derek Bell fouls one off. Raul Mondesi's over there. Does he have it? Does the fan has it? Who has it? I don't know. Lenny Harris says, I'm going to tag up and bust it just in case. Look at it again. You're going to have to go back. The fan, hey, he's on your team, so if nothing else, try to give it back to him. Go ahead, take it. Take it. Give it to him. There you go. Actually, it's just a foul ball. No fan interference, but the fan is shown the gate. Bell walks. Next batter, Edgardo Alfonso. Close pitch. Chris Carpenter not happy with the walk. Now the bases loaded. The next batter is Mike Piazza. There you see the bases are loaded. Piazza, that is 3rd grand slam of the season. Ties him with Jason Giambi, Darren Fletcher for the Major League lead. 27th of the year. Mets go up 7-3. Top 8, 9-5 Mets. Matt DeWitt, little chin music for Derek Bell. 2 pitches later, little bat music from Bell. That one has outstanding height. 13th homer of the year. The Mets go on to win it by a score of 11-7. Piazza's 3rd granny actually ties the club record for a season held by Robin Ventura, John Milner.
He'll be suspended for bumping an umpire. More on impending suspensions later. But first, Carlos Delgado off Albie Lopez. You cannot hit a ball farther and still keep it in the ballpark. Shannon Stewart and Raul Mondesi will score as Toronto tallies 2. They go up 2-0. As for Kelvin Escobar, facing Jose Canseco, got him on the outside corner. Gerald Williams, high heat. Escobar, 8 innings, 8 Ks. That's amazingly consistent. Top 4 now. Runner on for Jose Canseco. You will not strike me out again. A reminder that there is no smoking on this flight. Deep to left, a 2-run shot is 439th, passing Andre Dawson into 24th on the all-time home run list, and then Brad Fulmer, who's nowhere near the all-time home run list, but that doesn't matter because Albie Lopez has just surrendered his 17th home run, and the Blue Jays go on to win it. Final 5-2. Escobar just 2 hits in 8 innings. He's
Wells. Well, if you're going to have a bunch of rules and stuff, no score. Bottom of 2, still no score. Carlos Delgado, home run. 1 of 2 home runs. Jays up 1-0. All of a sudden, we're in the 5th. 3-2 Toronto, loaded up for Fred McGriff. It's endorsed by Fred McGriff off of David Wells. Gerald Williams, Russ Johnson come and score. Devil Rays up 4-3. A couple ribs on the single by McGriff. 2 batters later, bases loaded. Vinny Castilla against John Frascatore, and that hurt. Listen again. We listen because we're sick. Ooh, Castilla got it on the wrist. Had to leave the game. Devil Rays take a 5-3 lead. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 5. Tony Batista, home run. 28th for him. Blue Jays go up 6-5 and win by that very score. So no decision for David Wells. In fact, it's the first time this year, by my memory anyway, that he's gone consecutive starts.
Toronto, Harold Baines facing Roy Halladay, top of the 4th, Mangos. To deep right, upper deck, a 5-1 lead for the O's. Baines was 4 out of 5, 10th homer of the year. Same inning, same score. Brady Anderson to the plate. He loops one down the left field line. Watch Shannon Stewart. Oh, that is sweet. See it again. Let it sink in. Still a good catch. Top of the 8th, now 6-4 O's. Albert Bell to the plate. Albert Bell, his job is to hit baseballs. Down the line it goes. Mike Bordick would score. Bell gets a double. Baltimore off to a 9-5 victory, and they snap a 20-game losing streak in Canada, the longest such streak in baseball history. And frankly, who are you to argue?
Jays runners on 2nd and 3rd. B.J. Surhoff. Groundsman to Carlos Delgado. He throws home. Doesn't throw home really that well. Mike Bordick, Albert Bell scores. Poor decision by Delgado. A worse throw. 4-0 Orioles when it was finished. Next batter, Charles Johnson. Chuck got good distance on this one, but he's going to need just a bit more height. off the top of the wall. He got robbed. Suroff scores. Loaiza, 5 innings pitched, 9 hits, 5 earned runs. Bottom third, still 5 zip. Runners on the corner. Jose Mercedes against Delgado. Right at Bordick to end the threat. Mercedes, 7 innings pitched, 7 hits, 1 earned run. The Orioles win at 8-2. Mercedes, he's good. Esteban Loaiza allowed 5 earned runs. Jays, top 2 fielding teams in the big leagues, but this is at the bat. Roberto Alomar off Kelvin Escobar. 10th of the year for Robbie. 2-run shot, 2-0 Indians. Not bad for coming back with missing 4 games with a sore ankle. Bottom second, still 2-0, and you just let the defense wash over you. Omar Vizquel to Robbie Alomar, 93rd double play for the Indians this season. Bottom 4 now 3-0. Carlos Delgado, he's going to close the gap. He was 3 for 3, 2-run score in this one. He's got 92 ribs, cuts the lead to 3-2. Top 8 still 3-2. Vizquel shoot one down the right field line. Kenny Lofton will score, and all 7 Indians touch home in the 8th. Vizquel, Alomar getting it done. Indians went up 4-2 and win it by a count of 10-3. Indians reached double digits for the 2nd time in 23 games.
Day 3 back of the Yankees. Indians in Toronto. David Wells and Bartolo Colon. In the first, Colon 98 miles per hour on Shannon Stewart. Later, he gets Tony Batista swinging, then rings up Carlos Delgado and Jose Cruz Jr. Colon struck out the first 6 hitters he faced, tying Bob Feller's tribe record. Colon struck out 10 in the game. Wells, equal to the task, gets Manny Ramirez and Alex Ramirez. 2 Ramirez's for the price of 1. Wells matched the season high with 11 strikeouts. Get some help here in the 4th. It's Manny. To left center, Shannon Stewart, full extension. And wouldn't you know it, in the bottom of the 4th, it's who else? Stewart. To left center, his 13th of the year. It's 1-0 Blue Jays. Colon would give up a career-high 4 home runs. Later, it's Brad Fulmer. Say hello to my left friend. His second 2-run homer of the game, 20th of the year. Blue Jays have 5 players now with at least 20 home runs for the first time ever. Colon tagged for 7 runs and 5 1/3, while Wells goes for the complete game, brings up Manny, then gets Travis Fryman. Wells allowed just 5 hits, becoming the Major League's first 16-game winner. The complete game is Wells' 5th of the season. That's up on the A's for the AL West lead. Bottom third, Ricky fouls one off, but you know what? Lou Piniella has a problem. A power problem. Dude, the lights are out.
On Ricky Henderson.
Up there. This after Saturday, when the roof at Safeco wouldn't close, forcing a rain delay and a lot of wet fans. Thursday, play did resume after a 17-minute delay. Bottom 5, Alex Rodriguez to center. This will score Ricky. RBI single for A-Rod on his 25th birthday, 2-1 Mariners. He was 2 for 3. He's hitting .348 now. Top 7, Arthur Rose against Todd Green with the bases loaded. It is up the middle to score a pair, and the Jays retake the lead 3-2. 2 batters later, bases full again. Jose Mesa, that's a dangerous combination. Agon, it's through, 2 more score, and the Blue Jays win. Just the 4th time in the last 50 games the Blue Jays went homerless. It's their first time they've won a homerless game since May 14th. Now, one Seattle paper says the M's are thinking over an Al Martin for Carlos Guillen trade with San Diego. AL West lead, Blue Jays at Safeco. Top 2, Tony Batista versus Freddie Garcia off David Bell. But you know what? A-Rod has got it covered. Top 3, 2-0 Seattle. This is Jose Cruz Jr., and that's a home run. A 3-run shot is 22nd. It was 4-4 in the 4th. Jay Buhner up with the bases loaded. Roy Halladay plunks him. That'll bring in the go-ahead run. It's 5 for M's. Top 7, Rob Ramsey in relief facing Cruz with 2 on. He gets him to end the inning, and the Mariners win 7-4. Their 3-game losing streak ends. Kazuhiro Sasaki, 15-15 in save opportunities since June 20th. He gets his 25th here Friday night.
1-0. The Mariners in front. Frank Castillo to John Olerud. The bases were loaded. Going to left. Looks routine. Shannon Stewart should have it. Newbie honks off his face. This wouldn't happen in the Kingdom. Mark McLemore and Alex Rodriguez come and score, and it's not good for Stewart. In some kind of pain. See again. Hit off. Part of his sunglasses protected him somewhat. It was taken out of the game. Contusion above his left eye. David Wells obviously pulling for his teammate. 5-5. John Frascatore pitching in the 7th. Alex Rodriguez. He gets hit. He's mad. Those two get into each other a bit. A-Rod pointing at the pitcher. Lou Piniella and Jim Fregosi come out and stare at each other. And I don't know what they said. Seventh inning, tied at 5-2 on 2 out. Paul Quantrill pitching. Mark McLemore batting. McLemore rips that, but Alex Gonzalez with a good play. Inning over, Mariners strand 2, now in the 10th. Bases loaded for Ricky Henderson. Wiffle ball at Kurz. Mariners would not score in that inning, stranding 16 in the game, but in the 13th, bottom up. Edgar Martinez conks it through the middle, and Roy Halladay gave it up. Ricky Henderson scores. The Mariners win. Show them what they've won. A baseball game, 6-5. So the Mariners win their first extra inning game of the season.
Jay Buhner at the plate, bottom of the third, 3-0 M's. It's now 5-0. Bone has 19 on the year. Jays had 3 errors in the third inning. Bottom 5, 5-2 M's. A-Rod comes calling. Gone. 25th on the year for the 25-year-old. 6-2 M's. Flashing back to Saturday, the Wayback Machine here at ESPN. A-Rod at the plate against John Frascatore. Hits Rodriguez with a pitch. A-Rod's not happy. Back to Sunday, bottom 8, 9-6 M's. Guess who comes calling? Frascatore. Inside on A-Rod again. Home plate umpire Rich Reeker ejects Frascatore right away. Gone. David Wells stunned. Jim Fregosi comes out, and he gets run as well. M's beat the Jays 10-6. M's have won 11 of their last 12 against the Jays.
Blue Jays at the A's. 2 on for Olmedo Signs. Takes it to right. Look at Marty Cordova. Bueno. Jason Giambi didn't give a full 110%, only 103. He's out on the double play. Blue Jays out of the trouble. 1-1 game in the fourth. Tim Hudson to Carlos Delgado. Choking on a splinter. 5th inning, 2 out. Hudson to Cordova. In the case of the man holding us down. He goes 8 innings. Gives up just 1 earned run. We're in the 7th. Loaded up. 1 out. 2 on the A's. Sign going to short. Force over at third. Now, Signs has fallen going over to first. They get the easy double play. Run doesn't count. The replay sees Signs coming up lame quickly. Left the game with a strained hamstring. 2-1 A's. We're in the 8th. Miguel Tejada. Home run. His 20th. 4-1 A's. 6-1 A's when it was over. So David Wells, first road loss since last September against Seattle. He's 10-1 on the road this year.